Well, it's Sunday night, and we're back again at the Rob Lincoln Unpresidential Library. And I have released a new album called American Tales and Presidents. And we're not going to play any songs from that. We've already done that, and you can find that on wherever you get your streaming services, or better yet, be nice and buy something on Bandcamp. But anyhow, don't worry about that. We're here to show 2 new songs I just wrote. I have no idea how good or bad they are, but we'll find out, won't we? So here goes nothing. Episode 26 of Which Song Do You Like Better? So here goes nothing. The song's called No One Will Know. No one, including me, knows what the song's about. Now, I kind of do know what it's about, but not until after I wrote it. Taken away on a horse and a cart. The driver, they say, had lost his heart. A dozen more come, a dozen more go, a dozen will cry. Thumbs up and down, who knows what may. Everyone says it's yesterday. And a dozen more come, and a dozen more go, and a dozen will cry, and no one will sacrifice another goat on the altar for the God of the day. Everyone's certain it cannot be, never would happen in their country. Father and mother just look away. They know they will not have a say. And 1,000 more come, and 1,000 more go, and a dozen will cry, and no one will know. No one will know. That's a creepy little song with some ominous feelings coming through my brain tonight, called No One Will Know. Song number 1086. So I had the pleasure of listening to a great new album by fellow Possum member Brian McShane. Some of you might know him as Brian Johnson, stage name Brian McShane. A lot of really cool songs and very distinctive traditional type style. And for some reason, that was in my brain, and I wrote my next song kind of in his style as an honor to him. And I don't know how much it really sounds like a song of his, but it came real fast, and you're going to get to hear it now in dropped D. This one's called The Old 25. So again, this is in the traditional style that and fast finger picking of a fine singer-songwriter named Brian McShane, but it's a brand new song called The Old 25. On a cold and windy morning, February 23, I remember it so well, it never has left me. I was manning the steel engine, the way I always done, when the train came out of nowhere on that morning run. First thought it would slow down and we would make it through, but then I saw that train, it was still on my track too. I pulled that mighty whistle, it made an awful cry, but the train had kept it coming and I knew that some might die. I still hear that howling whistle to this day. Yes, I still hear that howling whistle to this day. I grabbed the brake beside me, I pulled with all my might, but the train still kept coming, it would not switch off to right. I yelled to the conductor, he'd better let passengers know. Then I told him not to bother, it was too late to go. I still hear that howling whistle to this day. That's right. I still hear that howling whistle to this day. The impact, it was mighty, it threw me from the train. Others were not as lucky, still they were crushed in pain. I wondered, stunned about me, I had forgot my name. I wanted to find out who was steering that other doomed train. I still hear that howling whistle to this day. Yeah, I still hear that howling whistle to this day. I collapsed as all around me men were coming to my aid. By the time I woke, a kind nurse, a clean bed she had made. It took a week or so to learn who was dead and who's alive. They said there was no other train that morning, just the old 25. That old ghost train had derailed me. The old 25. I still hear that whistle to this day. I still hear that howling whistle to this day. I'm going to clean up a little bit of that song, but it's something's there. Again, inspired by the style of Brian McShane. And go listen to his album. You'll hear a lot of songs in that vein, but a lot better songs. So was the old 25 his own train, or was it the name of the ghost train? That I need to clarify, I think, at the end. But you do get the gist. There was no train at all that he saw. He was just derailing. Anyhow, woo, spooky. Maybe not that spooky. And it's vaguely based on a real incident that happened around that time of the 20th century in the Philadelphia area. And I have written a song about that, the collision. That was a real collision. And I go look at some of my old songs, you'll find it, or look up great train wrecks in the Pennsylvania area and you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, now for something a lot more light, but not really. You'll see the cover is known as a very kind of bouncy song, but I'm going to play it in a dark and foreboding way. So I needed to quickly find a cover, and I thought this would be an easy cover. I was wrong. It's not that easy. I'm going to play it slowed down a bit. Actually, the words have always been kind of negative and unpleasant, but it's always been couched in a happy-go-lucky style. It's a song that was actually written by Paul Simon and a singer-songwriter and member of The Seekers by the name of Bruce Woodley. They collaborated on a couple songs, and eventually Bruce Woodley was not getting, at least he claimed he wasn't getting the royalties from Paul Simon, so he stopped writing with him. Seekers are a wonderful band from Australia, and this is a song everybody who grew up in the 60s knows. So I grabbed another guitar quickly, because as I was going up from drop double D tuning, I broke my E string. Luckily, I have my trusty Siegel here. So we'll do this song. You all know it. Red Rubber Ball by The Circle with a Y. And how did they get that Y? Well, John Lennon actually gave them that Y. But you don't need to know why right now. So here's the song, and it's not a simple song, unfortunately. But I will get through it, hopefully. Never played it before. I'm going to do Red Rubber Ball in a way that you're really going to see how morose this song is when you don't do it bouncy. I should have known you'd bid me farewell. There's a lesson to be learned from this, and I've learned it very well. Now I know you're not the only starfish in the sea. If I never hear your name again, it's all the same to me. And I think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, the worst is over. Now the morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. You never cared for secrets I'd confide. For you I'm just an ornament, something for your pride. Always running, never caring, that's the life you live. Stolen minutes of your time were all you had to give. And I think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, the worst is over now. The morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. Ooh, I think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, the worst is over now. The morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. I don't think I can go on. I just don't think I can go on. I don't think that's one of the better songs they've written, those two. But I enjoy it fast. And that was actually not one of my better covers, so my apologies. I think I'll stick to the Circle version. Anyhow, can't always win them. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Got to get this up now. Got to get this video up right away or we're going to be late. Thanks for listening. Please like. Let me know which of the two originals you like better, and please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.